thank you, I'm okay. Everything's okay. This was all planned. That's why I'm going to pump my fist now. Everyone whose life is in danger just does a photo op. I know that's the first thing all of you would do after being shot at. Stand up and raise your fist like you're 100% positive there will be no more incoming fire in your position. We needed to do this to boost the ratings. A lot of people weren't believing in elections anymore. And after Operation Warp Speed, I really needed people to believe that I was on their side again. But don't worry, there will be hundreds of hours of conspiracy for all of you to look into about how this isn't what the mainstream media is presenting and all the secret societies and foundations are behind this. And then I'll fuck you over again for the next 4 years, and this will all be a distant memory. If the controllers really wanted me gone, they could have done it quietly through a heart attack gun or a plane crash or hijacking my vehicle and Michael Hastings my ass through a concrete wall, or any other number of ways with plausible deniability, but instead they did it in the most public-facing way possible, while at the same time CNN and all these other left-leaning organizations are now admitting about Joe Biden what they denied for years, along with not being able to stop talking about me for the past 4 fucking years I wasn't in office, and the fact that I've been publicly put on trial like 100 times. Definitely no coordination and collusion in any of this, and if you say otherwise, you're totally nuts. This isn't just one big media event to harvest the maximum amount of loosh from everyone. Just watch how 90% of the people who lost faith in me will now do a 180, and at the end of my upcoming term, which is pretty obvious at this point, I will do a new big event. Maybe another fake pandemic, or maybe we could do a fake collapse of the United States for a couple months to put the new banking system in. People will believe anything nowadays. I argued with my handlers that I should have used ketchup for my new ear holes, but they said that might be too much and to give it a couple years. They're thinking about getting rid of presidential terms and just having me and Joe Biden swap places every 4 years. I mean, who really gives a fuck at this point? Maybe I'll do another interview with Dr. Phil. You dumb cunts will really buy anything I sell, won't you? Theodore Roosevelt also got shot and went on to deliver a speech. This goofy reality just can't resist using the same scripts over and over again. It's just also fake and gay.
Because I'm still looking for a real terror attack, I must see. I'm still looking for a real terrorist. I keep bumping into the CIA, Mossad, Black Ops, also assets from Gladio being used. So I'm going to show you, because people say, but come on. Really? Can they really pull it off in the middle of the day in a big city? I can just show you. This is a commercial. Has nothing to do with false flags, but I'm just saying this is what they've done in different cities as a TV commercial. They put this red button there and hidden cameras everywhere. And then there's a big arrow saying, press the button. And then they just wait. So let's see what happens.
That's your black helicopter. Now what they like to do, I've told you this before, but I don't have the camera running. Yeah, I was behind Fry's in Woodland Hills one time, and this black helicopter came down and just literally, like, the guy was low, like totally hovering low and close. So the Trump assassination thing to me is like another dividing line. The same thing about Trump even before the assassination attempt, which was really just a propaganda to shore up the people that are wavering because they still remember about warp speed, as this one reporter said pretty well. That guy, that comedy guy, I may have played it already. So, okay, now look, I don't want to offend any of my supporters, because there's a lot of people that they like me, but they like Trump and they're going to vote for Trump. And I'm not trying to put you down or offend you. I just have to, be really clear on this, what my opinion is. Same thing as flat Earth. I don't subscribe to that theory, and I think it's not helpful. I'll just put it that way. But with this, I can tell you once again, after looking at more of the information, listening to it, thinking about it, the people that there are some people, not that many, but most people are saying, oh, it's they deliberately botched the the guards for them, the military that they had to protect them. No, the whole thing. See, if you look at it, the whole thing has to be a stage. And one reason, like, you get good folks like Mike Adams. Okay, I like Mike Adams, the health ranger. Always did. It really pissed me off when they kicked him off of YouTube. But he, the issue, the problem there with him, I think, and people like him, is that they don't know what's possible. Okay, they don't believe in the tools that Satan and his fallen angels have, and what they can do, and what they can make happen. But even with all of that, if you're a truth sleuth, you can look through it and see what's going on. The whole thing. Trump's completely in on it. I told you I didn't vote for him initially. Never voted for him. Never, I mean, if he says some good things, great, but especially after this stuff. See, I, as I've said previously, I think with this, in my opinion, they're taking a chance that a lot more people are going to wake up, that they're just totally being played, and that Trump's totally in on it, and cannot be and never was an outsider. Okay, the only outsider in this race is JFK. I'm sorry, RFK, and who knows what they could do, kill or clone him, or whatever, to get rid of him if he actually gets in, which I doubt, because now I do think that they have calculated correctly that there was enough people that actually think that there was an assassination attempt, that Trump's life was in danger. There's enough people that buy it, and that are, all the people that are just staunchly pro-Trump, and even some people that were on the fence, that now they're going to be like, well, okay, because of this, I'm not going to be pro-Trump. There's enough people that they can pull it off. They can that, for the most part, they can make the whole BS story work. But if there was a smoking gun evidence, they're taking a chance, because to someone like me, first of all, if you're one of the intelligent people, you actually use your noggin with all this conspiracy stuff, you're going to be suspicious of any sort of thing like this right away. And then when you look at it and look at the facts, I mean, like I said, the fact that that this guy could even get on that building, even anywhere near it, with this big ass $12,000 rifle, give me a break. But what is interesting is how it really is a dividing line. The people that actually are going to continue to staunchly believe that this was actually some lone gunman, or somebody. This whole thing was somehow anything like what they're saying it's going to be, because they already killed the guy, and of course they can't question him and all that kind of stuff. But the whole, I mean, those people that understand very clearly, I mean, immediately looking at this, the whole thing was utterly suspicious. And then upon further investigation, looking at everything, give me a break. You actually think that any part of this was some kind of assassination attempt? Are you kidding? The whole thing was a psyop. A complete dream fabricated story, and all these people are going to buy it, like I said, and it's just really, and it's really sad. Good people too, you know, and smart people, but they're just not smart enough, I guess. I don't know. I mean, you know, and by the way, again, I don't mean to put anybody down. If you're actually believing that there was an assassination attempt on Trump, and his life was in any danger, and the whole thing was completely fake, you know, okay, fine. That's, you know, hey, each to his own, man. Yeah, I knew before the first election in 2016 they were doing the same, it's the same bullshit playbook over and over and over again. Everything to make Trump look like this heroic outsider. And that's why they're so desperate. And by the way, I'm not putting them down for doing it. It works. It worked partially on me. I'm like thinking, no, I mean, all these trials can't be fake. But this, that's why I said that, you know, they might have screwed up with this. Because this was so obvious. I mean, complete bullshit. They can't even come up with a realistic scenario. I mean, you know, all the discrepancies, them waiting 40 seconds or whatever to shoot the guy. I mean, the fact that it's like, why out in the open, like the prime sniping spot if somebody was going to try it, and the fact that they don't at least come up with something plausible, like if they, you know, something a little bit more realistic. It's almost like Satan is going, look, see, I'm going to make this really stupid thing, so it's especially stupid to show you people that how stupid you are. Either that or they're stupid, but I mean, it's almost like this was done intentionally to look like this complete BS story, just to rub it in their face, just to tell them that, just to tell the people, look, you see how stupid all these people are, and I can fool them, and I can pull this off and make Trump look like, oh boys, he's really an outsider. Once he gets in for the next 4 years, he's really going to be on our side, the same as he was during the pandemic and everything that happened. Oh yeah, boy. Give me a break, man. Now, what's kind of blown me away about this is that when I see smart people buying into it, I mean, they don't immediately realize that the entire assassination attempt on Trump was complete bullshit. When I see that, that's when I start, because I had a theory starting out, which I just presented as a theory. I don't know if it's going to be true like this, but that the mark of the beast is actually not something physical. It's going to be a spiritual mark, and we already have it. You just get it replaced by the mark of God if you're deemed worthy. Otherwise, your default mark of the beast is with you, and I still think that that's probably a likely source, but a likely reality. But when I see the mass believing of smart, effective people that have way more money and resources and following and speaking ability than myself, same thing as David Icke. For all of his brains, he doesn't know that Christ is Lord. It's just weird. But when I see that, that's how I think a real, physical, visible mark of the beast could be implemented, because people are so unfortunately just unable to realize the truth that they could be deceived into something where they say to themselves, well, you know, it's not the Bible's mark of the beast. It's a kind of, you know, it's just a something that good people get, so that because of the illegal immigrants, you know, we have to, because if they can shop and get our resources, they could ship it back to to South America, and we're missing all of our food and everything, or whatever. And so you got to get your mark to show that you're a legal citizen, because otherwise they can fake these IDs, and you just got to get your little mark, just a little mark on your hand or on your forehead. It's no big deal. And by God Almighty, I swear it's the truth. I really, really hope that none of the people that support me and that are my friends and that know that I took a chance on my whole life to expose this truth once I found it, about the reptilians mainly, but about a lot of other stuff, talking about the truth about God, the Alpha and the Omega. I sincerely hope that none of you have to pay the price for the responsibility of supporting liars and bullshit and all that they bring with them. Didn't you learn anything from his first presidency? 100% bullshit. Bolton, Pence, Fauci, all these mothers, Nurse Ratched. Come on, wake up, friends, please. I hope you don't fall for this shit. He's one of them. Trump is one of them. He's a corrupt, insider, satanic shit sack, 100%. This latest assassination thing, just, I mean, it just rings in your ears.
I personally ask you to extend your service. Forgive me.